Welcome to the Mountain Man Chronicles. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Live, learn.
Hey, this is Paul again. I'm coming at you from the Bear Den. Today's our first video in what I call the newbie to overlanding series. I promised in my last video that I'd focus the next series on just how do you get started? How do you get started with being comfortable with the uncomfortable of overlanding? So in this series, I'm going to try to go over how to do things just from a new person's standpoint. Maybe if you can't afford or you don't have all the fancy guru stuff like a subscription to Gaia, or you're not sure if you even need one, right? There's a lot of different tools out there that you can use to plan your trip and find where you're going to go. The next video will be on how do I prep? What do I bring, right? And I'm going to go back through and some of the old gear that I have that I've been pulling out, stuff like my old Coleman stove. That'll be how to prepare my rig, which I've actually done that video already, and that's just simple. You don't have to be very mechanically inclined to go say, hey, how do I prepare my rig? Then the finally is, what do you do after you're done, right? What do I do with all my memories, and how do I set it up? And really, I hope, and my goal of these videos are to encourage everybody just to get away from your computer. Ironically, we're here in front of our computer, but just to be comfortable with the uncomfortable and get out there. You don't need to go buy every single piece of equipment. That'll come in time. The first thing is start just to enjoy it and realize what you really need. I promised in my last video where we would begin with start to look at just how do you get out there? How do you encourage people just to get out and explore without having to go buy the latest equipment, go invest a lot before you know if you really like it. And that's a big challenge, right? Especially in today's world where everybody's saying go buy all this equipment, have stuff hanging off your rig. You don't need to do that. There's enough free information out there where you can find camp spots earlier. That's what today's video is about. The goal of today is to encourage you that you don't need to go spend expensive money or sign up for a subscription to an app. There are tools out there that you can do this for free. So in doing that, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite tools to begin with. iOverlander. You can see you can donate to iOverlander or you don't have to. It's actually a free app. Now they are coming out with the normal app. Today it is a desktop app, right? So you'll see here there's several different areas in iOverlander. The first one is the type of places you like to go. Obviously there's a lot of places here. This is a map of just the northern United States. You'll see there's a ton of places to go explore. What we're going to focus on is established campgrounds, informal campgrounds, and wild camping, right? That's really what I care about. I can add in other things if they have Wi-Fi, if they have toilet, they're pet friendly, and this is based on people's evaluation. So iOverlander is crowdsourced, right? So as people go find camping spots, they put it in there. I have put camp spots in there, and secret, I am going to give one away today. It'll have the GPS coordinates, and we'll go out and find it, right? So we're going to start, and where are we going to start from? Let's start from Presho. Presho's a little town near me, so we're going to start from Presho, South Dakota. So you can see here in Presho, there's several places, and what I want to see is, okay, where do I want to go camping? Now you'll see some icons pop up here as we zoom in and out. The more areas there are icons. You can see here, oh, that's an established RV park. Yeah, that's not really for me. I don't like crowds when I go camping. But here's two up here that mean the little moon and a little kind of tent looking thing means that they're rustic campgrounds. And you'll see here Sheriff's Dam and that. So let's click on this Richland Dam. There's a gravel road leading to a lake with a couple pullouts. Yeah, interesting. I can get more detail on that. So what we're doing is we're actually digging into the campsite. You can see somebody took a nice picture there. I've actually been in the spot and stayed there with my wife. It's a little campground right next to a little lake, probably a little bigger than a pond, but not a huge lake like in my last video. It's nice, does get windy. It is tent friendly, it is pet friendly, and yeah, you could fit a bigger rig in there. I've very rarely seen anybody here, and you can see people have left notes, right? The flies can be a problem. That's a common thing. And gravel leading to a lake and a couple pullouts. It's actually a nice spot. I want to go check it out. I want to stay there for a night. Maybe catch some fish. I do believe there are fish there. I have not fished it. So my next tool I use, you'll see I put in pressure already. So from Presho, I'm going to pop in. So I skipped ahead. My apologies. I did pull out the GPS and copy them. That's the beauty of iOverlander. It has the GPS coordinates. So the next free tool I'm going to use to actually find the location is Google Maps. So guess what? I just created a map to that location for Prussia. We'll see it's 39 minutes. So I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to add another destination. So we're going to see a couple spots today. We're going to go on our own little overlanding journey. Next thing we're going to do is Sheriff's Dam. Pretty interesting place. Sheriff's Dam does have a bathroom. It's again out in the middle of the grasslands, in the Pierre grasslands. It does get crowded a little bit, but not a lot. Fishing, people will go there and fish. This one does have a pit toilet. Again, is pet friendly, is tent friendly. This one doesn't say whether it has cell service. A lot of them will say whether they have cell service or not. Great location next to a good sized pond / lake. Another one of those ponds / lakes. Lots of birds on this one. So if you like to be a bird watcher, which I am, is good. It's a good quiet spot. You can kind of see some views of that. So again, we're going to take this one. We're going to add it to our Google map. I know these areas, but as you can tell, I've gone in and explored them before. And this is exactly what I did. I just spent an hour on iOverlander and I started popping out spots. All right, let's go find one more spot. So another tool I use, and I'll be transparent, I am part of this app. I do pay for it because I find a lot of value. They have a great forum. Really good product. They're always adding features to their app. And this app is called Overland Bound. They have an app and they have a website. I love Overland Bound. Big fan of it. Really good spot. And you'll see here, we're kind of in that Prussia area again. I could add in to have other tools where I could search. I can use a destination. But I'm seeing it, I'm in this Prussia area. Oh, wow. There's a spot here. What spot is this? Oh, wow. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. Well, guess what? Here, we can actually copy it from here and pop that in. This is actually an outstanding spot right on the Missouri River. So I just added a third spot, and that takes us down here. So now I'm going to go 2 hours, 25 minutes. I'm going to see 3 different areas, all water related. And then if I come in and I zoom in on, and I change my view from road view to terrain view, I can see here, oh wow, this is a great spot. And guess what? You can camp all the way down in here, right along the river. There is an RV spot here, but this is a public campground. And you're right on the river. If you want to see that, there is a video in there of my trips to the Missouri. Let's back out again. Let's go up to our other spots. Once Google Maps gets caught up with me, we're going to go up to our other spots and take a look and see what those look like. So let's go to Richardson's Dam. Again, you can see here, not a lot of trees, but good grasslands. A lot of places to camp. You can camp back here. You can camp over here, right? So yes, you can camp around there. And let's go up to this one. So what I did here is I just changed the kind of way I'm looking at it. And you can see here, I can camp here. You can see there at this time, there is a couple trailers there, but I'm right on the lake. It's as easy as that. I just created a trip that's going to take me 2 hours, 139 miles. I'll see 3 different lakes, beautiful spots, bring my camera along, spend some of my hobbies. Perhaps if my children are younger, I'd be taking them and their fishing poles to get out there. I know these lakes are relatively safe. They have cell service because they're near a major highway. You can see here, this is 85, 4 Pierre grasslands. Beautiful areas to go. Kind of gives you what the terrain's like. So again, they're not hard trails. They're just getting out and experiencing nature, being comfortable with the uncomfortable. A couple other bonus tips and apps that I use. Here's a camping app that allows you to plan your journey. And then you can see campsites along that journey. This one is called Free Campsites. So if I'm going to plan on just a road trip, I can do this as well, right? So you can see here, there's a lake here, and there's all these different camp spots that you can go to along the way. That's freecampspots.com. Here's Camp the Dirt. Is another one that I'm a big fan of. What I like about the Dirt, that's unique about it, is people actually have places that they have land. So if you're a big landowner and say you're near a lake and you want to rent out a spot from now or then, a lot of people do this. they'll go out and add spots to the middle of nowhere, right? So they'll go out and do that, to look at that. So we'll see, like, number 3 on the list here is let's see here, that's Gold Cabins. So that's a camp spot. So I could see different camp spots that I want to go to based on the list, and I could add them to my road trip. So it's another one that you can use to use that. The 2 ones I mainly use is Overlander, and again, I also use Overland Bound. So those are 2 different applications I use. The last step in the process is, what do I do now that I have this all saved in Google? How do I get it to myself? How do I get this in my phone? Because you do have a free GPS that you have everywhere you want to go. So one of the benefits of Google here is send directions to your phone. So I'm going to send it to my phone, and I'll be able to do that, right? So send a text, and the text will contain a link, and that link will have your connection there. So there you go. That's how you send it to yourself, and you'll have that map on your phone. You'll be able to go anywhere. My encouragement to everybody is, before you do anything, if you're just deciding, how do I find places to go out there. Challenge yourself. Just get some camping gear, which we'll go over in our next video, and be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Just get outside, enjoy it. Encourage your children to come out with you. Go out camping, go out fishing, show them the birds, show them nature. Again, be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Go out and explore. Thanks for enjoying my video today. I hope it was value. I hope it entices some of you. I would also love to hear how you plan your trips. If you're more experienced and you've done this, share me with what you do. I use other tools like Gaia. I have a Garmin Overlander. I use tools. Today's video was focused on just encouraging people that don't have those tools to try something different and go out and explore. Thanks. Bye.
Welcome to the Mountain Man Chronicles. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Live, learn,